All right, cool. Take your time, man. Take your time. Nice out here, man. Feel good outside.
It feel good where you at?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's about 85. It feel good though.
Where you at? Did you move or you say you move in?
In a little bit, I'll be up. Yeah. So not yet though.
Okay.
A month or so. So, man, just trying.
5, 4, 3, 2. We on you, Jazz.
All right, what's up, man? Chilling with Honcho, getting this Father's Day information, so that
Happy Father's Day to you.
Yeah, man, happy Father's Day, man. You know what I mean? So one of the fathers I look at, you know what I mean, that man, one of them providers though, man, teach me how to get things moving and everything for my kids. So shit, that's how I appreciate that aspect of your life though, man. Just the 10,000 years of astrology information that you got.
I like it. I take that 10,000 years. I ain't been here this particular session 10,000 years, but I'll take the 10,000 you talking about.
I mean, like shit, centuries and centuries of information from different, schools. So we able to bring that to today. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so I just appreciate that though, man. I mean, so a lot of times I look at astrology and look at things and think that the sun sign is the major catalyst to move. That's not the case according to your book though, right?
Right. The sun sign is important. It's our attention energy. It's like, when you pay attention, you paying attention with your soul, your solar energy, your sun. But that thing that's causing you to respond to life, whether that be, you listening to me talk right now or you respond to anything in any situation, that's the moon. And the little voice on the inside of us, that's the moon. You know what I mean? The sun only has enough attention for as long as it can keep our attention. If you notice, the sun goes up every day, go down every day. And we only see the sun in the daytime. We don't see it at night. But we see the moon in the daytime sometimes. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
It's around a whole lot more. It travels the zodiac faster. Notice your responses are much faster than your actions. And so that's why empirical parenting is solely based around the moon sign.
Okay. So the book, Empirical Parenting, right?
Correct.
So that book, you know what I mean, is amazing based on first, me being a father, being able to look at my moon sign and seeing how I can be a better communicator with my kids though, because I'm able to work on my emotions and emotional intelligence, so the moon affects a lot of the emotions, all right?
Absolutely.
Energy, emotions, what you call it?
Energy motion. I call it energy motion simply because we emotional intelligence, emotions is normally looked at in a negative connotation. However, negative isn't bad in my eyesight. So we, instead of using the emotional word, we use motion, and the E we added energy. So it's just straight energy motion, and that's all it is. Instead of you looking at emotional situations or emotions is a bad thing, look at it as vital energy for movement.
Okay, vital energy to move.
Correct.
Man, so okay, so why is it important as fathers to understand our moon sign though? You know what I mean? Like, why is this something that you understood before you had kids, or when did you start to get a grasp of your moon sign, how it affects your communication with your kids?
I didn't learn my moon sign until 2017.
Okay.
That's when I learned my moon sign. But why I feel like it's important for fathers, Well, for one, most people don't even know themselves or know what makes them comfortable, know why they do what they do, know them. Most people don't know them, including fathers themselves. And the moon sign gives you the first look into who you are, why you feel the way you feel, why you act, why you respond to life the way in which you respond to life. The moon sign shows us why the emotional state of being of the person. So for a father, for you to know your own emotional state of being, most men don't talk emotions. They're taught to shut their emotional state of being down. Yet we utilize our emotional state of being to go to work, to you know what I'm saying, to support our families. We use our emotional state of being to keep our fucking mouth closed and deal with this bullshit that we got to go through every day we walk outside. You know what I'm saying? We use our emotional state of being for everything, to control our responses, and so that we can control our actions. We're utilizing our moon to control our actions. So it's imperative that fathers know their moon sign.
Okay. Yeah. So it's vital, man, to be able to understand that, though, you know, and yeah, I think this is vital, though, man, just to be able to put this into your train of thought, though. You know what I mean? To communicate based on your moon sign. You know what I mean? And
we're all doing it. Your response to me is you communicated on your moon sign. My response to you is the same thing.
Okay, so can you give me an example of communicating with the air sign? You know what I mean? Like I said,
so an example of communicating with an air sign. My son, my oldest son is a Gemini moon.
Okay.
So communicating with my Gemini moon son, for one, I know that I can't be emotional. What I mean by emotional is watery. I cannot utilize the element of water. I can't when I'm trying to communicate with my son, because his communication is air. It has to be a thinking kind of conversation, a conversation where we're able to communicate two separate views. Because notice that Gemini is the twin, so you come in with a negative side and a positive side, or left and a right side when I'm dealing with my son. And it's all air. It's all a bunch of smoke. It's nothing tangible like earth. It's not practical like an earth sign. It's not passionate like a fire sign. It's intellectual. So when I'm speaking to my earth kid, I must use the intellect in order to communicate with him properly.
Okay.
Second that I use intellect, or that a father or a mother was to use intellect with their air sign kid, they tap into the element of that kid's responsive system. And immediately the kid will begin to connect with them from their natural state of being. So if I wanted to motivate a fire, like I'm a fire moon, you must give me passion. You must give me aggression. You know, it's got to be excitement. It's got to be expressive in order for you to get through to me, because I'm the spark. I'm an Aries moon. I spark the conversation. I spark the passion within a conversation. So anything that I'm communicating, it's always going to be an expression, because fire expresses.
Yeah. So that's how you connect with them, though. So that's the air and the fire. So with earth signs, moon signs,
earth has got to be practical. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. If it ain't about being tangible, something that I can hold on to, something that I can see, I have to show and prove. Like earth signs want to see. It's all about the senses. You'll notice you got an earth sign when their response to you is, but it don't make sense, or anything dealing with the senses. That's earth. Earth is all dealing with the senses and being practical and being tangible. The earth signs think, and they're practical about their emotional states of being. They do not respond to emotions emotionally. They respond to them practically by doing something about them.
Okay. And so with
the
water
signs, it's all emotions. It's a whirlwind of expressing how someone is feeling from a feeling place, not trying to put like what am I trying to say? Like something practical on it, but more so giving you a vision, more so giving you another form of expression, but an internal expression. Water feels. They can internally feel without saying a word. They can internally know how you're feeling, know whether or not you're in a good mood, bad mood, just by the energy that's flowing that they're receiving between you and the parent, or you and the child. So quite naturally, a water sign is not going to be able to express with words how they feel. They need an external representation to show you.
Okay.
Because water must use a parable in order for you to totally understand where they're coming from, because water's too complicated to express. This is why Jesus the
wow.
Pisces. I mean, I'm not trying to take it too far down there, but I just want you to understand the correlation. Water needs a story. When I'm expressing water, if I want to drink it to see how it tastes, I got to put it in a cup, earth. Because I can't hold water in my hand. So I got to put it in something that can contain it in order for me to really study it and understand it. And that's what's going on with water signs. So you'll notice that a water sign, instead of responding with words, they'll respond with tears. Just to get an expression out. And it's not that they sissy or they sad or they're crybabies or nothing like that. It's the way in which their bodies naturally respond to their responsive energy. It's water. But I'm gonna tell you something. The water signs can pick up on the behind the scenes realm, I like to call it, or the yin realm side of things faster than any other sign other than fire. Earth and air signs don't even get it. So a water can feel you and nurture you and care for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So that's how you connect with them, though.
Gotta show them you care.
Okay. So and then when it comes to like motivating with sports and everything like that, though, that's like almost the same thing, though, right? You find out what sign
the water
that you're
I'm sorry. You got it. I'm sorry.
Oh no, when it comes to sports and everything, or you want to motivate your kids to get something done, you use one of those elements, and that's how you motivate them, though, right?
Right. I think it's an example of the book. I know I got his name in the book, but the Super Bowl quarterback, who am I talking about? Guy that won the Super Bowl for the Chiefs. He had Cancer Moon. Patrick Mahomes is a Cancer Moon. On any sport team, water signs are the glue that brings the team together. You know that glue? That's the water sign.
Yeah.
Okay. But you want to talk about a hard worker?
Man, it's good.
That outwork you? That's an earth sign. That's like a Kobe Bryant. You want to talk about the best you ever saw? That's a LeBron James or Michael Jordan. Fire sign. You want to talk about people that's revolutionized things or that can communicate to the masses? Muhammad Ali, air sign. You know what I'm saying? Jackie Robinson, revolutionary baseball player, if I'm not mistaken. Air sign, Aquarius moon. Anybody who's revolutionized sports is probably going to be an Aquarius moon. So Steph Curry, Aquarius moon.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. So that intellect.
Kyrie, not Kyrie. What's his name? Kawhi Leonard, Aquarius moon, revolutionized the game.
So it's air signs, though, huh? Need a lot of intellect. Need a lot of communication, though, right? As far as that child is concerned. So, what impact did your father moon sign have in your life, though? Did you
My dad's a Libra.
Think about that, or
my dad's a Libra moon, so my dad's moon sign is opposite mine. So he from afar, from a distance, he makes me better. From up close, we are opposites. You know what I'm saying? And you can't put two magnets together Otherwise, you know, see, if you got them in the backwards, they're not going to go together. You feel what I'm saying? We just don't. It's Libra. It's the judge versus the leader. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to lead my own way, and my father's going to judge it. Our relationship overall grew me up to become a man because my father instilled, he expressed to me how to be fair, you know, and how to look out for other people. Even though that I'm a leader and I'm headed in a direction, I must head in a direction for my people.
Okay, and those are qualities that he instilled in you based on his moon sign. You right?
Based on his moon sign, just being a casual Libra moon.
So that's being fair-minded, you said, and then looking out for people, right?
Yeah. Oh, but he judgmental as hell though. Every single act, every response that I have is judged. Everything. I'm gonna get judged. I've gotten the worst, of course, that you could get of Libra from my parent, but I've also got the best as well. Like I know right from wrong because I have my father there. That is a Libra moon to judge me all those years.
Okay. Okay.
So just utilizing just me respecting the natural energies. There may not be things that I totally agree with, but I agree with the fact that I learned how to be fair. You know, Aries can be so rambunctious, rambunctious. That's the word. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah, we cannot give a fuck. You know what I'm saying about what nobody say because we're trying to do what we feel on the inside is what is right. And if you know anything about Aries, they're the first sign of the zodiac, so they're the leaders. They the ones that go and do it first and come back and tell you how it was. And sometimes when you're doing things first, nobody is there or with you to agree with you. And so a lot of those times, the things that my dad would tell me, you know, my dad would make sure that he tell me the worst shit ever. So when I get out here in this world, I'm not worried about what anybody say because my dad had already said the worst shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's a interesting way of doing it. However, I respect it because I can honestly say there's nothing you can say to me that would offend me or make me feel any kind of way because I've been psychologically prepared to hear the words.
Yeah, yeah. So that's my moon sign though, is Libra though. So I'm just thinking about how I can improve my communication with my kids though, you know, so just be fair and open-minded and
listen to how they feel and what their responses are, because if you're giving your water moon kid, if you're over talking your water kid, you're not connecting.
okay.
You're not being practical for your earth kid, then they don't understand where you're coming from. It didn't make sense. And if you don't show your fire kid some vision, then they're not gonna have no drive to do what you want to say, or have the drive to do what you want them to do. Like they're not gonna have a passion for it. They need to. We're talking about feelings. Feelings is the emotions. Feelings is the moon sign. If you want somebody to come to understand where you're coming from, to feel you, you need them to receive your moon. You want their moon to receive you. So you want them to gotta get their feeling, whatever it is they're feeling. Some people think their feelings. Some people feel their feelings. Some people see their feelings. You know what I'm saying? Some people do
Right.
what they feel. But whatever your kid is doing, or however you respond, take your responses and your kid's response into consideration and find the best route to connect with them through the elements.
So that's great though, man. It's great to be able to understand that though, you know. So is this something from a manhood and fatherhood perspective that you can look at for business though? Do you use the moon sign with business also?
I use the moon sign with everything: business, life. Man, I like the moon tells a lot. You know, when you wake up in the morning and you having them bad days, 9 times out of 10, it's that moon. It's the moon afflicting you in some way or affecting you in some way. You know, the moon is the first thing that I'm looking towards when I'm in a mood. Moods come from the moon. So yes, if I'm doing business with somebody, their birth date is important to me because it'll tell me that where their moon is, and if I know how you're gonna respond to a certain situation, that's a benefit to me as a businessman, and it's also I can utilize that to not offend or to carry myself a certain kind of way depending on the person I'm dealing with. If I know I'm dealing with a bunch of fire signs, then when I get around them to relate, I'm gonna present fire to them. But if we're doing business, then I have to. Business is seventh house Libra, 10th house Capricorn. You know what I'm saying? So second house Taurus, value. So like it's the earthy area. So if I'm doing business, I want to make sure that I'm listening to the responses of the people I'm doing business with. I don't want to be aggressive with a water sign because they're not gonna like that shit. And I don't want to not be practical with my earth signs. My earth signs are gonna want to know the numbers. My air signs are gonna want to know how we're gonna communicate this to everybody. And
say numbers.
the earth signs are gonna want to know the numbers. All the earth signs, like, give me the numbers. The fire sign gonna want to see the vision. The water sign gonna want you to motivate them with your emotions. They're gonna want to see that you feel like you believe in what you're telling them. That's what the water sign see. But the air signs are just gonna want to hear the idea and ponder on it and give you perspective on it, give you a different way of going about it. You know what I'm saying? The air sign is gonna talk more instead of be more practical. They'll give me more intellectual ideas on how I can do it, how I can communicate. So I'll discuss marketing and advertising, and I'll focus on a storyline with the air sign because that's what they're gonna look for. And I can cater to every single individual. Man, this goes down to women. You know what I'm saying? And for men who don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? You know a woman's moon sign, you understand how she responds. So quite naturally, you know what moves to make, or at least you know what moves not to make.
Yeah. That's something to think about. You know what I mean? That's something to write down, think about how to move. You know, you speaking in the water language, and she's the earth, right? So lost. You know, that's a love language, though. You know what I mean? That's something to think about, though. You know, like you speaking in different language. You know.
Who, me? I'm speaking a different language. I'm just speaking astrology.
I said. No, I said you speaking a different languages. You trying to talk to her in the watery sense, and she's a practical person with earth. You know what I mean?
She ain't gonna want to hear all them feelings. She gonna want to be like, so what we doing? Are we gonna start a business? Are we gonna build an empire? What we doing? I don't want to hear all that love stuff. I want to do some stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be, different based off who you're dealing with. I ain't gonna get too deep into it, man. Y'all can call me out for that. You know what I'm saying? But
I have to
knowing the moon sign, it help you in every part of your life. I'm sorry, knowing the moon sign, it help you in every part of your life, man. Just with your parents, like your parents, Jazz. If they're still here, if they're not, I apologize. But just in your own parents as adults, we can look back at our lives and see why our parents were the way that they were based off where our moon signs are. Me and my mother are not close. I'm not really close to my mother. We're real distant. But my mother taught me a whole lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? She taught me how to not need a woman. I know how to be myself. I know how to be a man. I know how to take care of myself. So I appreciate her for that. However, I got a 10th house moon. So quite naturally, my moon sign is in a house that's opposite my mom. So I'm distant from my mom, and I don't have a really close connection, strong connection with my mom. But I respect my mom. I know that she did the best that she could, and that she gave me a skill set when it comes to independence that I wouldn't have without things that she did. So I appreciate her for it. However, I'm not close. To me, self-love, self-care is my mother. So that's just my Aries moon for one, and that's my Aries moon in the 10th house. These things really matter. They show you who you are. They show you who your own parents are.
Yeah, that's great, man. That's a great point. You know, so you develop that independence though. That's part of the character that you have though, right? As far as like an Aries and then Taurus, that's something that you was gonna need in life though. You know what I mean?
Right on, right on.
Right?
Yeah, true,
Because
true.
because I struggle with that now though, as far as like that independence thing though, just being able to um you know what I mean, just stand without checking in though. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's just like some
And it got a
steps that I
lot to do
missed
with the
though. You know
fact
what I
that
mean? So
you value partnerships, bro. Your moon sign is Libra. You a partnership kind of dude. So like, if you got to do it by yourself, that's not where you comfortable. You're more comfortable doing it with a partnership or in a group or with a team of people. You probably thrive in partnerships just quite
I,
naturally because Libra represents partnerships.
yeah, you got to be able to also communicate that though. You know what I mean? As far as like one of the like honest emotions and things that you want out of life though. You know what I mean? Because I know
Mm-hmm.
one time you were talking about writing down exactly what you want, not just write down exactly what you want, but actually what are you gonna do with the things that you get though. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
what are you gonna do with love once you get it, right? So what are you gonna do with the like with the business after you get it though? You know, so just being able to just have a clear vision and understand what I want, I think is vital right now. So I just be writing shit down as far as what I want. You know what I mean? Especially
Well,
going to this eclipse.
and being satisfied, knowing what you want and being satisfied is like an emotional thing. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. You know, so I think you set the tone and you hold that, hold that emotion,
I appreciate that.
you know. So being able to just coming to a place of like I said, self-love and self-care is basically sometimes it's like it's not just shit massages and baths and everything. It's like doing things for yourself though.
It's
You know what I mean? That
it's
makes you
cutting your
uncomfortable.
hair, man,
What's
making
up,
sure
man?
that you look good to yourself in the mirror. Like could not look good for somebody else, but
Yeah.
like when you look at the stuff, you know what I'm saying, you dust yourself off like, God damn, you know what I'm saying, I'm looking good today. Like it's a thing that you do for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like you mentioned taking baths.
Man.
When you take them baths are for you. You know what I mean? Like when you cut your hair,
Right.
make sure, you know what I'm saying, I see that, you know, you keep it low, you keep it bald. So like when you keeping it like that, you know what I'm saying, you don't want it to grow back and you got the cul-de-sac too large, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, you want to keep
Right.
you want to keep everything fresh. So, you know, but all of those things tie into self-love. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you buy clothes, you buy them shits for yourself. What's gonna make you feel good? And practice that shit. And those things will be like your mother telling you, like, good job, or your mother telling you that you look nice, or she telling you that she love you. You know what I'm saying? Like when you actually take out the time to do shit for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Really take care of yourself.
Yeah. And that's you said that's a form of inner validation though, right? When you do that.
Because if somebody
Yeah.
tell you outside that you look good or that you look nice or they compliment you and you know you didn't do it for nobody else but yourself, that's like icing on the cake. You know what I mean? It's icing on the cake because you did it for yourself. For some random person to compliment you doing something for yourself, it make you feel a little bit better about yourself.
Right. So man, what's up, man? In this current climate that we have though, how do you respond though? You know what I mean? Like as far as what we see on the news and everything, what we see on social media. How do you respond to this though, man? With your different moon signs though, you know what I mean? Like as a water sign, see these situations and get like, you know what I mean, mostly impacted by what's going on.
Man, okay. I'm gonna speak on this shortly because I don't watch the news. I just listen to everyone else and what they say because when I want to know something, I go find it out. I'm a fire sign. This shit makes me want to go to war. I don't want anybody to call me or talk or really talk to me about it unless they want me to go and do something about it. Because I'm gonna go do something about it. I'm not gonna talk about it. I don't want to have no meeting about it. What we going to do? So I know that that ain't the energy that we in necessarily. So I keep my mouth quiet about a lot of things because I'm not an air sign. I can't fight with air. I can't do all the words. You know what I'm saying? I'm fire and earth. I'm gonna light it up and I'm gonna go do something about it. So I sit back and I just kind of watch. But notice your earth signs are probably doing shit, buying shit, investing, you know, moving money, trying to sell shit. Earth signs are doing shit. Fire signs are giving you the vision and telling you everything about what's gonna happen next. The air signs are talking. The water signs are confused and don't know what the fuck to do. I've prepared my whole life for this shit. I homeschooled my kids, and now they can't go back to school. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. Like I homeschooled all three of my children from birth to the third grade, and I put my kids in school at the end of 2018. This year they to school. Now school's out in second semester. No more school. Well, we've been preparing for this because we've been homeschooled. I've been an entrepreneur for 7 years, so like the country shutting down makes me no difference. I'm making money. I just pivot. I get out. Like my transportation slow down. I get heavy on my trading, and now I'm doing more forex than I do anything else. But like, man, I dropped a book during this shit. I'm not affected by this. The only thing that's affected is now I'm activated to do my work because I've been down. I've been at the bottom. I've been preparing to be at the top. Been preparing to be here in a position to say I have experience being at the bottom. I got experience homeschooling my kid. I got experience being out of a job. I got experience being an entrepreneur. I got experience in astrology and doing the astrology. I got experience coaching my children. I got experience teaching my kids astrology. I've been teaching my kids their moon sign and astrology for the last two years. They're 10, 8, and 9.
Oh,
So
for real?
yeah, so like for the last 2 years they've been getting astrology. Now they're not gonna stop getting it. I've been teaching them about themselves. If it wasn't for my children, I wouldn't know astrology. I learned the astrology through my family. So you know, this to me, this is opportunity of a lifetime for me. You know, I've been manipulating my matrix. You know, I'm in a new relationship. I got a new family that I'm building. You know what I'm saying? I got a baby royal on the way, and so I'm really not in a space anymore where I look at life the way that I used to. You know, I met you about 2 years ago. Like I don't live that life anymore. I literally manifest my reality to the fullest because I've lived this spiritual shit. I care more about being in a positive, energetic space than I do being in a financial space or being on this earth. Like, I don't give a fuck about this earth shit because all the work that we do in the 5D is how we live this great earth life. So, you know, the moon sign to me that's why all this shit is important because the moon sign started this. My natural emotional state of being and having a desire to want to learn this kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah. So an air moon sign has to get connected to some type of inner dialogue that pushes them to move though. Do you agree with that though?
They have to have dialogue because they're air, and air is communication. Air is talking. Like air communicates. Air is Mercury. Uranus, that's air. Like air thinks, communicates, and analyzes whatever we're talking about. Air is intelligence. You know what I'm saying? So the air must utilize its intelligence, whether that be inner intelligence, and they communicate that inner intelligence with themselves, or they communicate that inner intelligence externally with others. But you
Okay.
gotta, you have to talk it out.
That's cool, man. That's cool. So from this point forward, I think the main thing to do is to, like I said, as fathers, just learn our moon signs, learn how we communicate. But then when it's time for us to communicate with our children
This
and
response. Look,
motivate
this is
them,
response.
look at that.
This is
Look,
a response thing. You say communicate. This is learning how we respond.
okay.
Communication is in our response system, but this is learning how we respond as human beings. How you respond to this book is the moon sign. You feel me? How you respond to what I'm saying,
Right.
how you take this in, how you receive is the moon. The moon rules the tides
Yeah.
of the ocean. It moves the water. It rules the water in your body. So like these things are important because this is how when we vibrating high, that's the moon. Like this is where out that all of that energy is coming from because the moon is so magnetic. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So manipulating, that's another concept to employ right now, right?
Yeah, like well, I mean, yeah, absolutely. This is the perfect time to manipulate the matrix. Tomorrow we got not what's the tomorrow? Not tomorrow. The 21st. We got a eclipse on the 21st. So this is the absolute perfect time to like really focus on manipulating your matrix. You know, the book most definitely has done us some huge favors when we talk about changing our life. But it's the perfect time to manipulate. Absolutely. And for fathers, man, it's the perfect time to learn who you are, learn
All
why
right. That's
you are who you are.
yeah. I started today writing down my affirmations and everything. Not my affirmations. Yeah. At night. Yeah. Write my affirmations down. But it's more than that though. It's like writing it down and then writing a story to myself though. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
this day, like next year, what I'm doing next year, this time. You know what I mean? I'm putting this into my mind. Putting this into my mind at night with some music. I probably put some DJ Screw in the background. You know what I mean?
Damn
So that I
screw.
can I mean since Monday, since I've been listening since I dropped that video. I listened to that video with Hood though. I've been like I started playing it though, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I'm like shit. This is nice. You know what I mean? I told him I missed her music though. You know, like it just. So now I'm just like I gotta catch up and shit. They got a story on DJ Screw on YouTube about the story of DJ Screw and what he did in the city and everything.
Yeah,
So
man. Shout out to everybody
I'm
from
gonna
Ace Time,
check
man.
that out. What's up?
Nah, I said just shout out everybody from Ace Time. You know, that's my home city.
Oh yeah, yeah, man. So you know what I mean? I'm just gonna do that this weekend though, man. I want to have some fun though, because I think it's important to do something. You know what I mean? So I can get the kids about the house though. You know what I mean?
Right
And
on.
then make those videos for my subconscious mind.
Right on. Right on. Man, I'm gonna just enjoy mine, man. That's it. I'm gonna cook for them and I'm gonna read them some stuff and I'm gonna just sit back and enjoy them. I ain't doing nothing special, man.
Yeah, that's not a lot up there that I can do though, really. But because things not really open up all the way. You
Right
know,
on.
I just like I said, just try to encourage them though, man. You know what I mean? Spend time with them though, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm gonna pay attention to this stuff, man. See how I can have some better communications with them, you know. So it's been impactful to me though, man. So what else so that's what you're gonna do for this eclipse and new moon? Just chill out though, huh? That's your whole
Yeah.
plan, just chill.
I mean, I got other things, but we'll talk about it off camera.
Cool.
But yeah,
I
I'm
got some
just relax, man. Do some trading, man. Just hang out with the family. You know, do my normal work for the humanity. Shout out to everybody who be on Coins and Currents. If you're not on Coins and Currents, get on Coins and Currents. They make the money in there, man.
All right, as soon as I get off, I'm getting on then. That's on Patreon, right?
Yeah, that's on Patreon. Me and the Hood Mystic got a little group that we trade foreign exchange. We teach foreign exchange. We trade foreign exchange. We make money together doing trading. It's a pretty interesting platform, man, and we talk about everything that's going on. We break down a lot of stuff. We give you a lot of game that you're probably not hearing, man. That's why when you asked me the question about the world, it's kind of hard for me to give you my truthful answer because a lot of what the world may see on the news, I don't believe that shit. But I will give you the real shit. But a lot of that conversation can't be discussed just all out and open, you know. You want to be around people that can handle the truth.
Right. Yes. I was just because sometimes if if kids start watching though, if I'm thinking about what really made me think about is the fact that I'm driving down the street and then my daughter in my car with me, you know, when she see the police, you know what I mean? Then how do they feel about police officers as young African American kids though, you know? So that's my take on it though. Just being able to have a conversation with them that gives them comfort though. Because I don't like fear going to my kids though based on someone that's in authority though. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
absolutely.
That's just the way I look at it.
Well, I hope that y'all have a good conversation, man. I hope that like you kind of have a breakthrough with them, after talking to them and getting their side and listening to what they have to say.
Cool. That's right. That's what I want to do. Started this manuscript to manhood for the purpose of like I said, impacting communities though, But first it starts with me, like the Hood Mission was talking about yesterday, just being able to focus, committed, and being honest in life, and waking up with a goal and a plan. So just appreciate that though, man. Just appreciate being able to just to absorb information and then to take the things I need to be a better person and then impact my community though, Listen to some DJ Screw. All right. Shit, about to get these affirmations. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put that in the background with my affirmations, man. You know what I mean?
Right on.
Like, shit, I'm probably end up writing a book of affirmations, like this whole, you know what I mean? And
do that shit. Let me know if you need an editor, man. We can talk.
All right, man, for real, I do, cause
we can talk.
I got one sent out now.
You know how I do, Jazz. I get it done. Let me know. Let me know.
I know, man. I know you be moving shit. You be moving shit though, but yeah, man. So I appreciate this build, man. Take this information and
And I
absorb
appreciate
this
you
shit
having
though.
me. I appreciate you considering me just to even talk to me about the book and ask me questions, man. I appreciate the time. I really do.
Yeah, like I said, from fatherhood perspective though, you know what I mean? We talked about that. And as far as you being great communicator with your kids, and you talked to me a few times, and then shit. Next time we build on this fatherhood thing, this manhood. Next time we build on this manuscript to manhood, we can talk about wealth building and kids, though. So that's what I want to have you come down, so I'll have some questions for that, and then shit, let you got that, and we can implement that. You know.
Let me know whenever you need me, bro. You know you got me.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that, man. So it's been good, man. You enjoyed the family, man. So like I said, appreciate everything you've done. So you know what I mean?
All right, I'm in this then. All right.